can you share some memories of your early educational journey? Did you want to be an astronaut when you were little? What did your parents do for work?
So that's great. Yeah, great. Great question. I actually grew up in Jamaica. So my dad worked in the mines, in the bauxite mines in Jamaica. He did later in life complete an engineering degree, but he didn't start out that way. And we lived in the very rural interior of the island of Jamaica. So it was a pretty austere environment. Back in the time when most people didn't have running water and electricity in their homes and in that region of the island. So it was kind of a fair distance away from the STEM fields and except not having a lot of access to things like that. But I did have obviously my dad working in a mining industry. I was exposed to at least peripherally to engineering. But the transformative event for me was it was during a time in the 60s when Jamaica, not to get into the details of that, but it was a very difficult time, post-colonial time in Jamaica with a lot of political upheaval and violence and so on. Not a very optimistic environment, let's say. So there's, a bunch of kids in a one-room schoolhouse with no windows, if you can picture that, in the interior of the island. And we had this amazing teacher, Mrs. Iris Simpson, who was just looking for any way to inspire her kids, really in what was a very, very, uninspiring environment as far as opportunity. And she had the presence of mind to, during the summer of student 69, we didn't have television, but we had a local newspaper, the Daily Gleaner on the island, which the Reuters feed actually recorded the telemetry from the Apollo spacecraft during the program down to Mission Control in Houston. And she stopped our instruction to read that to our class every day